And he says, Tyler says, I have learned that ancient Israelite religion, initially polytheistic and Iron Age, canon shifted to monotheism with gods like El and Yahweh. Your thoughts? How accepted is the theory? Any evidence? Well, yeah. Okay. I'm going to quote Heiser here. This is a failure of our churches to teach this properly. Were ancient Israelites polytheistic? Oh yeah, howdy were they. This is the ongoing problem of the Bible. It was polytheism, idolatry. Ancient Israelites in practice were pagans. They were polytheists. They would worship anything that came along. Didn't matter what it was. Got an Asherah pole? Stick it up. You got a ball idol? I'll worship that too. Got some Amun Re here? Absolutely. Mourn for Tammuz? Not a problem. Yeah, the Bible talks about this so often. If you've read the Bible to any extent, it always is going back to say, give up your idols, give up your foreign gods, give up the gods of the Canaanites, give up the gods of the Moabites, give up the gods of the Ammonites. It's just like how did we get to a point where this very, very basic teaching has somehow slipped through the cracks? Okay. So the fact is that Israelite religion, there's two kinds of Israelite religion. There's the official Israelite religion and there's the unofficial religion. The official Israelite religion coming out of Egypt was monotheistic. The unofficial religion that everyone practiced, polytheistic. Okay? So they are absolutely right that ancient Israelite religion, as practiced by the ancient Israelites on the ground, was polytheistic throughout the Iron Age. And that's because they were dirty idolaters. And they were unfaithful. In fact, we saw this in just the passage today. Go back to Hosea 3. We'll get to that. We So Hosea 3, we'll just go back to that, just that flip and find. The Lord said to me, go again, love a woman who is loved by her husband and yet an adulteress. Even as the Lord loves the sons of Israel, though they turn to other gods and love raisin cakes. Turn to other gods. It's an indictment we see all through the Old Testament. So what's going on here is that the Israelites are told about monotheism in Sinai. Moses tells them, only worship Yahweh. That's it. Don't worship any other god. They get into the land, and in one generation, they're already worshiping other gods. That didn't last very long. And then for the next few hundred years, it's going to be this struggle between the prophets who say, worship Yahweh, and the priests of other gods, who basically say, keep worshiping your gods that you're worshiping. And it's not going to be until the Babylonian exile that the Lord says, enough. That's enough. No more idolatry. I've had it. You're going into exile for 70 years. You're going to live among the worst of pagans, the worst of idolaters. That's going to drive you to monotheism. Absolutely drive you to that. Because it's going to be bad for you. You're not going to like Babylon. Babylon's not going to be your thing. You're going to see. You want idolatry? You want polytheism? Here you go. Have it in spades. It's not going to be trendy anymore. Yeah. So God's going to say to the Israelites, okay, yeah, you want to keep going to those pagan gods? I'll give you pagan gods. You want pagan gods? You got them. Send them to Babylon for 70 years. Yeah, after 70 years of Babylonian exile, they don't want the pagan gods anymore. They come back, and all of a sudden, they start behaving like good monotheists, finally. But it takes that. It takes that time. So this is absolutely true, Tyler, but it shouldn't surprise you. This is what the Bible teaches. This is absolutely what the Bible teaches, is that ancient Israelite religion was polytheistic. It wasn't supposed to be polytheistic. They were taught to be monotheist, and they disobeyed en masse. Even in the Book of Kings, where you got Elijah, who, has to encounter the prophets of Baal. He thinks everybody has bent the knee to Baal. And the Lord tells him, hey, there's 5,000 that didn't. Okay? Not great numbers, to be very honest. But still a remnant. Still a remnant. So this should not shake your faith. The problem is you have been probably taught wrong.